This is Dr. Steve Chaney, and today I'd like to share with you the Shaklee 180 opportunity. Let's start by talking about why weight control is important. You know, when we become overweight, our body chemistry changes. We start to produce more fat and cholesterol. Now, all of us know that if we eat a lot of fat and cholesterol, that's going to increase our risk of heart attack and a stroke. But when we become overweight, our bodies start producing that fat and cholesterol and pumping it out into the bloodstream. So that increases our risk of heart disease and stroke up to fourfold. Also, our tissues become resistant to the effects of insulin. So that increases the risk of diabetes. 80% of people with type 2 diabetes are overweight. And finally, as the insulin levels start to rise in the body's attempt to overcome that insulin resistance, that increases the risk of cancer. But you know, it's not just the health consequences. It's the discrimination, the social stigma. It's the poor self-image. If you ask overweight women about these sorts of things, 60% of them say that they feel discrimination and social stigma. 80% of them say that they've got a poor self-image because of their weight. And yet 69% of Americans are either overweight or obese. This is, pardon the pun, a huge problem. So this weight loss market is a very big market. There are 45 million Americans that go on a weight loss program every single year. The average American is going to make 4 weight loss attempts a year. And yet, and that's because, you know, 80% of them regain the weight. 80% of them regain all the weight that they lost within 2 years, and 66 of them regain more weight than they've lost. The famous yo-yo diet. The U.S. weight loss market is $102 billion. Worldwide, we're talking about an over $400 billion market, and it's growing at the rate of 3.6% per year, even in a recession. Shaklee's projecting a $700 million market share in 2013. You know, wouldn't you like a piece of that action? So let's talk about how you get started. There are 2 great value packs, entries into this program, if you will. One is the 180 Turnaround Kit. This is a complete program for everybody who wants to lose weight, but also, very important, this is a program for people who want to keep that weight off long term. This is a program that's clinically proven to maintain your muscle mass, and that helps to keep your metabolic rate high even when you're losing weight. But in addition to that, it includes a lifestyle change program that's going to give you that long-term weight control that most people are looking at. You know, this isn't just another diet. This is a way to lose the weight and to keep it off. Most diets don't do that. Now, the cost is a very reasonable $269.95. That's $9 a day, and that's $9 a day for 2 meals, a caffeinated beverage, snacks, and a metabolic booster. This is the cost of each meal is less than $3 a day. You get 200 PV from that, and you know, if you refer 3 people, this is the great value of this offer. You refer 3 people who get on that same program, your products are free. It's a great duplication model. And for those people, we've got the Lean and Healthy Kit, the smoothie shake and the vitalizer on a daily basis. This is for those people who are already at their desired weight, but whose goal is to stay lean and to stay healthy. But you know, it's also for those people who want to lose weight, but who don't want to diet. They've done dieting so many times, they never want to have to count calories again. They never want to have to log in how many calories they're eating, how much they're exercising. These are people for whom they just want something simple, something that they can do every day that's going to cut some calories out of their diet and help them lose weight slowly and surely. This is a program that's clinically proven to increase your lean muscle mass and decrease your fat when you couple it with exercise. So it makes you leaner. This is a program that's clinically proven to provide the foundation for a longer, healthier life, so it makes you healthier. That's why they call it the Lean and Healthy program. And the cost for this is just $149.95. That's $5 a day. Now let's think about that for just a minute. How many working people do you know who are spending $8, $9, $10, $12 a day for lunch? Well, here's a way where you can have a healthy lunch, low fat, low calorie, you're going to save anywhere between $3 to $5 a day, and you're going to save anywhere between 300 to 500 calories per day. So again, this is a great program, and you've got that same duplication offer. You've got that same offer of refer 3, and yours is free. Now, how do you get started? Well, the best way to get started is to come in with the 180 Gold Plus Pack. You've got everything that you need to get started, all the materials, the program that you're going to get started on yourself, and you've got products to start to share with other people. Now let's talk a little bit about how this duplication model works so you can really get a feel for it. And again, as we said, it's very simple. Get 3 and yours is free. But let's look at that in a little bit more detail. So you get started on that 180 turnaround program yourself, or maybe you get started on the lean and healthy program yourself. But either way, if you get 3 customers using that same program on a monthly basis, your product is going to be free every single month. Now remember, you came in with the Gold Plus package. That was a $5.99 package. So if you go out and find 3 business partners, 3 people who come in with that same $5.99 Gold package, you're going to earn enough that your business is going to be free. It's going to pay for your entry fee into the business. So get 3 and your products are free. Get 3 and your business is free. And by the way, if you do this in 1 month, and many people today are doing this in a single month, you become what we call a director on Fast Track. Directors earn an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, and what would you do with an extra $500 to $1,000 every single month? Would that pay some bills? Would that help your finances? And if you've done it in 1 month, you're going to be what we call a Fast Track director. So you're going to get 2 free registration to Shaklee's global conference, which this year is going to be in Nashville, Tennessee. That's a $500 value in and of itself. But you don't want to stop there. What you really want to do is help 3 get their products free, because then you're going to maintain as a director every single month. So you help 3 get their products free. So help them find 3 other people who want their products free. Now you're a director every single month. And yes, if you do it on Fast Track, you actually have 90 days to become a director. And you'll still earn those 3 registrations to the global conference. Now, let me back up just a minute. Let me just ask you or share with you, this is a very, very simple proposition. We're really just, the question I would ask if you're brand new is, do you know 3 people who'd like to lose the weight and keep it off? And if the answer to that is yes, do you think they know 3 people who'd like to lose the weight and keep it off? This is not a complicated business. This is a very, very simple concept. That's all you need to do to become a director. Find 3 people who want to lose the weight and help them find 3 people who want to lose the weight, and you become a director. But what I recommend is you don't want to stop there. You want to not be just a minimal director. You want to be a strong director. So instead of just finding 3, I really recommend that you find 5 people and help them get their products free, because that'll make you a strong director, a 3,000 PV director. And we're not going to go into what 3,000 PV means right now. You should ask the person who sent you this video about those sorts of details. But what that really means when you become a strong director is it gives your business stability. You're no longer worried, well, what if the person A or person B decides this particular month they don't want to order products? You've got a cushion in there. You're going to be a director every single month. It gives your business that stability month to month to month. You also need it to qualify for the New Directors Conference, which is in San Francisco. That'll be your first all-expense-paid trip. It helps you qualify for a car bonus, and it becomes your fundamental building block. Because if you duplicate this process over and over again, this is what it takes to build a strong business. And again, the same things apply. Now you're going to be earning near the upper end of that income instead of the lower end of that income, and you're going to get those 3 registrations if you do it in 90 days. So that becomes your fundamental building block. And then all you need to do is to go out and teach other people to do the same thing. Once you've duplicated yourself 2 times, you become what Shaklee calls a coordinator. Now, coordinators earn about $21,000 a year. And in addition to that trip to the San Francisco Bay Area, you're going to earn car bonuses. So you're going to get a free bonus car. That's another nice perk for the Shaklee for becoming a coordinator. Now, if you become a coordinator on the fast track, that's in your first 9 months, you get some other goodies. You get a $4,000 special fast track bonuses, and you're very likely going to earn an all-expense-paid Caribbean cruise. That's a fantastic benefit. You know, you get on the ship, your travel to the ship is paid for, all your expenses on the ship are paid for. These are wonderful vacations. But you don't need to stop there. What if you duplicated yourself 3 times? And by the way, while you're duplicating yourself, those people, those business partners who you brought in with you, they're going to want to become coordinator. They're going to want to earn some of the same benefits that you've been earning. So you duplicate yourself 3 times, and your people start duplicating themselves, and you become an executive coordinator. Now, executive coordinators earn around $51,000 a year. Now, you've already earned that trip to San Francisco, the car bonus, the dream vacation, that Caribbean cruise, but as an executive coordinator, you get a bigger car bonus, so you can get a fancier car. And if you do that on the fast track, you'll have picked up an extra $30,000 in fast track bonuses, and you're very likely going to qualify for our Top Achievers trip, which this year is an all-expense-paid trip to Paris. And, you know, it's a very, very simple process. If we go back and think about that for just a minute, it's that same process we talked about just a minute ago. All you've done is you've come in, you've become a director, you've duplicated that 3 times. So, you know, let me ask you, do you know 3 people that would like the kind of benefits, the incomes, the cars, the trips that we've talked about here? And if so, do you think they know 3 people? This business isn't rocket science. It's a very, very simple concept. And, you know, now that you become an executive coordinator, if you just help 3 people do the same thing, you're going to become what we call a master coordinator. Now, master coordinators earn $200,000 a year. You'll have earned all the trips we talked about, but now you get an even better car bonus. You can afford an even fancier car. And if you become a master coordinator on the fast track, you will have earned an additional $50,000 in special fast track bonuses. And you will also earn another trip to San Francisco, but this is for a luxury dinner with our CEO. So this is the package that you have. This is the opportunity you have with 180. Again, it's a very simple concept. You've become, you know, you find 3 to get your products free. You help them find 3, and now you're a director. And once you've become a director, you teach 3 people how to do the same thing. You become an executive coordinator. And once you become an executive coordinator, you teach 3 people to do that same thing again, and you become a master coordinator. This is not rocket science. This is a simple business, and this is the concept. This is the opportunity that every one of you has with the 180 program. Thank you for joining me.